Okay. All right. Maybe I can find you.
Check, check. Hey, check, check. Welcome, welcome.
trumpet, saxophone, just move to the back.
Masters. Are the tenors here then?
No, you guys are in the back. Get in the back. Get in the back.
Sitting there?
With some of the singers. Yeah.
Because I'm that mom. I'm that mom. Sorry. Guys, what if we just sit right here? Oh, that's literature.
I'll get you a chair. Go backstage and find more chairs. See if there's any chairs back there?
Chair? Yeah, we just need one more. They're getting it. Careful. It's got an X on it. I don't know what that means.
Did you want? I'm gonna sit right there. No, actually, I don't know who's that for.
Good evening. Good evening. If I could have everybody please stand, and we will have Senior Class Vice President Miranda Fazliou, Senior Class Secretary Fahad Rashid, and Senior Class Fundraising Coordinator Jawad Shafiq please come up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now I'd like everybody to stay standing as Emma Seger sings the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And if I can have everybody still stay standing as members from our chorus sing our school song.
I got it right here. No, you don't. Come on.
I share? I don't have it. Am I blocking anyone?
No, you're starting it. Right, ready? Ready?
There is a banner in the sky that's streaming red and black, and under it all Putin's foes are gallantly turned back. Brave warriors brave have struggled on with steadfast lofty aim, and place the shining red and black on enduring heights of fame. Rally to your colors now, for Boonton High School calls on you. Fight, fight for victory, and for honors true. Rah, rah, rah! Bravely she watches you, you will not fail her in the cause. With hearts loyal and true, bring your own colors through, Boonton's red and black.
You may be seated. Good evening. I just want to check. Can everybody hear me okay? Is that a little louder? How's this? This better? All right, good. Good evening, parents, grandparents, Family members, friends, distinguished guests, Board of Education members from Boonton and Lincoln Park, Mr. James Grube, Lincoln Park Superintendent, Mr. Robert Pursuto, Boonton School District Superintendent, and of course, the graduating class. Welcome to Boonton High School's 142nd graduation ceremony. To the class of 2019, you are truly an amazing group of students. You were sophomores when I started at Boonton, and I've watched you grow and mature over the past 3 years. You have heard me say often that I consider Boonton High School my second family, that I have 3 of my own children, but over 600 children when I am at school, that I enjoy coming to work every day to see you, my family. And one of the best things about family is they will be with you through the wonderful times and help you through the challenging times. I feel it is very important to thank the people in your life who have had a positive impact. So class of 2019, thank you. Thank you for everything the past 3 years. I want you to know that every one of you has a special place in my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, the group of students sitting in front of you is an amazing and talented group of students. Steve Jobs once said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." This year, we had students not only complete great work, but exemplary work for which they won awards for their talents in art, photography, athletics, business. Congratulations to the FBLA team and repeating as Morris County Consumer Bowl champs. Writing awards, and awards in STEM. We had 3 students take 3rd place in the state of New Jersey for their robot that performed a heart transplant. When I look at this group of students, I see the next group of artists, musicians, business owners, innovators, scientists, engineers, and doctors. Speaking of doctors, where's Trey Cavalier? Trey. Trey's going to be a pre-med major in college. What area are you looking to study? What was it? Orthopedics. Okay. Now, there is no doubt in my mind that Trey is going to be an amazing doctor. Okay? And I have to tell you that I am glad that he's not going into optometry. Because one day in human anatomy class, Trey was having a little too much fun dissecting a cow's eye. And for a guy, me, who wears contacts, and I've seriously been considering LASIK, well, I'll just say I have mixed feelings now about that procedure. As I look back at this school year, we had a lot of first-year initiatives that I felt went really well. I had 2 senior students who were members of the first Student Advisory Committee, in which they helped identify student concerns and planned activities to address these concerns for the years to come. We are confident their ideas and activities will turn into yearly traditions. This was the first year of the new modified rotating block schedule. This was the first year of the school store. This was the first year of senior lunch privilege, and the first year seniors being able to drive for lunch. And please don't laugh, but this was my first time trying Chipotle, which they reminded me of every single day. Seniors, the first time for anything can be challenging, but you should always be up for a challenge and give your best effort. 2 years ago, I was challenged to a home run derby by one of the senior students, and of course I won. Last year, nobody challenged me. I just think everybody was scared. And this year, I, along with some staff members, were challenged to a tug-of-war contest at the Fall Pep Rally, and I have to say the staff won. I was also challenged this year by the AP Chemistry class. As the students know, I enjoy visiting classrooms throughout the day and interacting with them. One day, Mr. Foreman and I visited Ms. Obadala's AP Chemistry class, and were quickly asked by the students if we wanted to take the quiz with them. Mr. Foreman and I, who both have not had chemistry in over 25 years, said, sure, why not? Well, what a mistake that was. Mr. Foreman and I worked together and got, yes, 3 questions correct. I was then asked again by the AP Chem class to try their next unit test. I said, okay, but this time I spoke to Miss Obadala and I told her I could not have a repeat of performance of last test, so I wanted to prank the students. So to the AP Chemistry students, I gotta come clean. I had some help from Miss Obadala on that test, and we'll just keep it at that. I mentioned to you to always be up for a challenge, no matter how tough you think it's going to be. If you truly believe in your heart that it can be accomplished, then it will. You will face challenges every single day, but never give up on following your dream. Many of you are aware that I'm a big sports fan, and I enjoy watching 2 of the best teams in the area, the Jets and the Mets. Thank you. I'll say it right now for all the Mets fans, as we say every year. Just wait till next year. The reason I bring up both teams is because a man by the name of Tim Tebow, who you may have heard of, played for the Jets, currently plays for the Mets AAA affiliate. We all know that Tim Tebow's NFL career was short, and almost everyone thought his baseball career would be even shorter. In fact, most people thought that attempting to play Major League Baseball would ruin Tim's career. That is everybody but Tim. In a few short years, Tim moved from rookie league baseball to single A to double A, and is currently playing for the Mets AAA affiliate. Earlier this season, during a press conference, Tim was asked again about his thoughts on his so-called unattainable dream. His response was perfect, and I feel can relate to every graduate here tonight. I summarize. It's really about keeping perspective and not letting other people define you. You are always going to have critics and naysayers. People are going to tell you that you won't, that you can't, that you shouldn't. Most of those people are the people that didn't, that wouldn't, and that couldn't. Don't be defined by the outside sources. Go after your dreams. Do not live with regret because you didn't try. I think the reason people don't go after things is because of how much they will be criticized. What if I fall flat on my face? Fear and doubt begin to creep in. I just don't believe that's the healthiest way to live. I don't want to have to live with fear or doubt every day, regardless of what everybody here says about me. It doesn't define me. Class of 2019, you are a wonderful class full of smart, intelligent, caring, talented individuals who really epitomize the spirit of Boonton High School. This chapter in your life is closing, but as you begin to write the next chapter, continue to focus on the positive impact you will have in your future and the positive impact you can have on the people you will meet. All of you are natural leaders. Use your talents to improve our world. I wish you much happiness and success. Good luck on all of your future challenges, and make sure your vehicle is always in park before you try and remove the key. Congratulations, class of 2019. I am so proud of you. At this time, I would like to call up Boonton School District Superintendent, Mr. Robert Pursuta.
Good evening, everyone. Like you, I really wish we could have been outside, but I don't know if anybody noticed, the sky opened up as we were proceeding in the auditorium. So I'm sorry, class, that we couldn't be outside, but I do think in retrospect, I'd rather be in here where at least we're all together. And the band, by the way, and the singing, phenomenal. Great job. Really great. Good evening, everyone. It is truly my privilege to be addressing the Boonton High School class of 2019. June brings the close of another school year, which is always a bittersweet time for our seniors who will be leaving the Boonton High School family. You may not realize it now, but some of your classmates, friends, and teachers you've had these years may end up being the most influential people in your lives next to your family. In essence, they too are family, as you've laughed, cried, shared many aspects of your life with them. Cherish the time you've had at BHS, because it'll be a period of your life you'll always remember and occasionally may wish to return to once life gets more complicated. We certainly cherish the time we had with you, watching you grow, learn, become outstanding young adults and unique individuals. Life's an incredible journey. You'll most likely have multiple careers, changing relationships, and be leaders and policymakers whose decisions will affect many other people's lives. In the course of navigating your way, you will face adversity and oftentimes be challenged. Your judgment will be called into question. You may have moments of self-doubt. You may even fail along the way, especially as you take risks or head in a new direction. I'm here to say to you tonight, it's okay. These things will undoubtedly happen, and when they do, stay true to yourself. Don't lose sight of your purpose, your principles, and most of all, your dreams. Dream big, dream a lot, dream deeply and without reservation. I sincerely wish you the best, and I know that you'll do wondrous things in your lives, especially with your compassion to give and touch other people's lives. Please make sure you always tell the people that you love them every day. Thank you very much. Best of luck and congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Pizzuto. This time, I'd like to call up the SRA president of the class of 2019, Maliha Rahman.
Good afternoon, family, friends, staff, and fellow graduates. When I first came to John Hill in 7th grade, I truly did not think I would end up graduating with this class, only because I was on school number 4, just from grades kindergarten to 6th grade. But today, I really am more than glad I'm standing here today. Just from being here, I have met so many people filled with ambitions, I've been given more opportunities that I can't even begin to start naming, and I have made amazing friendships with everyone else in my life. But our time together at Boone High School has sadly ended. I'm not going to lie to you, I really had no idea on what I should even write during the speech. A D Sazi man and half of Mr. Frangipane's Period 3 physics class is a clear witness of that. But I would like to just say, just because our time has ended together does not mean we should not be excited for the journey we're about to go on, which also means many of us will have to step out of our comfort zone. Change is inevitable, and we are now stepping into a completely different world, a world that will be what we make it for ourselves. This day-to-day familiarity we have is coming to an end, and we can all choose to embrace where life takes us and make each and every one of our lives extraordinary. The path I hope everyone sitting beside me takes is a path of engulfing into every opportunity they have. Whether it be Jacob Hoagmood and his dream of living on a boat down in Florida, or even Ziad Tamimi fulfilling his dreams and becoming a Palestinian doctor, we do not know where life will take us. But what I do know is that we're about to go on the ride of our lives in these upcoming years. During these next impactful years, we will be greeted with opportunities, and I hope everyone takes advantage of everything good that will now be coming into their lives. Make the world yours, because no one can actually take that from you. Some of us here today, including our parents, are wondering how our lives are going to turn out. It's okay to wonder, but I also think it's important to realize that our future is not something that can just happen. We need to create it for ourselves, and my wish for all of you sitting here with me today is creating a future you are more than happy with. Never take no for an answer, and go after every single thing you want to reach and every goal you have. To the graduating class of 2019, as time passes and we get further from our years in high school, I ask you to remember these formative years, the teachers, peers, lessons, and experiences that shaped you. As you are presented with decisions and different opportunities, I hope you do what brings you joy and what positively impacts this world we live in. As these 4 years have passed, I would like to thank a few people who truly have impacted it. My 2 sisters for always being there for me. There's no one like you two, and I know you two are destined for greatness. Jack Meehan for being the type of friend everyone and anyone needs. I can't wait to see all you do in Florida. Frank Evans for being the true OG. Mrs. LaPlaca, who I am so thankful for coming to Boonton during junior year. You are the epitome of what someone should be, and I am so happy to have met you. And lastly, my parents, who have given me the world and have definitely been underappreciated for all they do. You both are my inspiration. It's because of you I am who I am today, and I could only hope to give back what you have given me at least once in this lifetime. Thank you to everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2019. Stay crazy and live the life you want. I wish you all nothing but success and happiness.
This time I'd like to call up Senior Class President, Amanda Roberts.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, and administration. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate the great accomplishment of our high school graduation. Without you, we would not be here today. Your help in all aspects of our education has allowed us to pursue our interests and expand our knowledge both inside and outside of the classroom. And thank you to my peers for giving me the honor and privilege of serving as your class president for the past 3 years. I am proud to say that I'm a member of the Boonton High School class of 2019, a group of students who are compassionate and driven and whose future success is immeasurable. I'd also like to thank my parents for always supporting me. A year ago, I didn't want to run again for class president. This was because the thought of giving this speech at graduation terrified me. But after talking with my parents about it, I knew that I couldn't let my peers and myself down by allowing my fears to decide for me. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for always giving great advice and for giving me the confidence to be here today. I can remember the first week of freshman year like it was yesterday. Walking through the halls, my biggest fear was going into the wrong classroom and looking like a lost puppy, which would have been so embarrassing. But what was more intimidating than walking into the wrong class was having to make new friends. Going into high school, I knew everyone in my grade. Our 8th grade class was a small, tight-knit group of people. But when we arrived at high school, the number of people in our grade doubled as Boonton and Lincoln Park combined, and the necessity of making new friends was daunting. Looking back, I realize now that there was nothing to be afraid of. I quickly learned my schedule and location of all of my classes, but most importantly, I made some amazing friendships and memories throughout the years. The town we grew up in and the middle school we attended could never stop us from becoming best friends. I know now that we were all in the same position, scared of what was to come, but excited to embark on a new adventure. This is the same spot that we are in today as we anxiously await the calling of our name to receive our diploma. But before we get to that, I'd like to share a quote that is true to where we are right now. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are but tiny matters compared to what lies within us." To be honest, when I started writing this speech, I was determined to avoid saying anything cliche, like the quotes and mantras that are typically recited during every graduation speech. But when I read Emerson's quote, I decided to make an exception. Graduation is a time of reflection and future planning. It is also a time of introspection, as we are reminded of how much we have grown since entering high school. While I was reflecting on my time here at BHS, the admirable qualities of my classmates came to mind. Some of those qualities are responsibility, determination, and generosity. Our class advocates for their beliefs and values and has made leaving a positive impact on the Boonton High School community a priority over the past 4 years. When faced with difficulties and tragedy, we have grown closer and exemplified to others the numerous characteristics of strong leaders. These qualities are what make each of us a role model for the grades below us. These are traits that we will utilize in our future endeavors as we go off to college or into the workforce. Boonton High School has prepared us for our futures with rigorous classes and many opportunities for personal growth. So as we go our separate ways today, I challenge you to consider the qualities that you possess. The traits that you have gained from your time at Boonton High School are just as powerful as the diploma you will soon be receiving. Don't forget where you came from and continue to make Boonton High School proud.
Now I'd like to call up Senior Class Salutatorian, Andrew Portis.
Good evening, friends, family, teachers, administrators, and fellow classmates. I'd like to thank everybody in attendance tonight for the profound impact you've had on our development as students, athletes, and most importantly, individuals. I'm proud to say the time and effort you've invested in the class of 2019 has paid off. Make no mistake, as we sit here tonight with the cap and gown, ready to receive your diploma, high school has been no easy task. I'm sure these past 4 years of high school have been filled with many sleepless nights, too many due dates to count, and hours of procrastination. Trust me, it took me days of procrastination for me to even start this speech. Despite this, we've all made it to this moment. We found the perseverance and drive to reach perhaps the greatest achievement of our lives thus far. A few weeks ago, my dad asked me a great question. Why did I do it? Why did I dedicate 13 years of my life to school? I mean, any of us could have legally dropped out by the time we turned 16. The obvious answer was to broaden my horizons of knowledge so I can get into a good college, get a degree, and then a well-paying job. However, as most of my classmates can agree, this is only a minuscule part of why we went to school. I came to school every day to interact with the people I call my friends and mentors. I came to school every day to make new and lasting memories. I came to school every day for experiences that transcend the classroom and impact myself as an individual. In all honesty, the most important and longest lasting impact of high school is who you surround yourself with. Arriving in a new school that your best friends are not attending and half of your classmates are complete strangers was, to say the least, daunting. Nearly all the people I call my best friends today were those complete strangers 4 years ago. I cannot thank them enough for the profound impact they've had on me and my high school experience. I truly believe our shared values of hard work and perseverance, everlasting mutual support, and large ambitions for our futures have contributed to the success we've experienced as high schoolers. While we did learn a lot these past 4 years, my friends and I will not remember Miss Obadala's 8th period honors chemistry class because of the electron configuration charts we made. Instead, we will remember the jokes made, food shared, and bonds of friendship strengthened. No pun intended. Perhaps the most lasting impact of our high school are those teachers and coaches who relay knowledge beyond the classroom or field. Fortunately, in Boonton High School, there are countless individuals who became mentors. First off, I'd like to thank Mr. Bongo. He not only taught me how to pass the AP World History test and how to properly pace a 5K, but became somebody I wish to emulate. He is somebody who genuinely cares for his students and athletes, is a great listener who truly considers what you're saying, and provides exceptional advice and motivation whenever needed. Additionally, I'd like to thank Coach Hancock, who ideally portrays what a coach should be. This track season, our 4x8 team continuously exceeded expectations, which can chiefly be attributed to Coach Hancock. Whether it was the strength and mobility stretches he had us do after each workout, or his prevailing attitude that we could accomplish more than we think, Coach Hancock forged a team that I think is more appropriately characterized as a family. As we embark upon the many bright years ahead the world beholds, let us not forget the experiences and lessons of high school. Most importantly, value these gifts your friends and mentors have blessed upon you. Apply what you've acquired these past 4 years, lead a successful future, and continue personal growth. I could recite the cliche rhetoric that I stand amongst a class with great potential in the future, but the truth is that entirely depends on you. Every one of us here has received the tools necessary to achieve success. Now it is time to put them to use and make this future a reality. I want to leave you with a quote from my classmate, valedictorian, and good friend, Hunter Sager. You are the future, so make the most of it. Thank you.
And now at this time, I'd like to call up the valedictorian of the class of 2019, Hunter Sager.
Good morning, Boonton Bombers. Today is Thursday, June 20th, and sorry, force a habit. Good evening, parents, family members, faculty, administration, and fellow graduates. Thank you all for being here today. I'd like to start by thanking a few people on behalf of our entire graduating class. Thank you to the faculty and administration for putting up with us and teaching us valuable lessons while keeping us mostly in line. Thank you, coaches, band and choir directors, and club advisors for instilling in us a passion for various activities and helping to make school more than just a facility for learning. And thank you, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, and sisters. You are the driving force behind us all being here today. I'd personally like to thank my wonderful mother and father for being there every morning and evening and helping me with anything I could ever need. Thank you to my cheerful younger brother for being someone I could share stories with and have fun with outside of school. And thank you to my amazing sister. I attribute you to being the reason I'm here today. Since we were young, we've always had a little spark of competition between us, and having you there as a motivator, mentor, and best friend has turned me into the person I am today. I speak for the entire class when I say thank you, our families and friends. You have motivated us to be successful and are a large part of the reason we've made it to this point in our lives. So thank you. Over the past 4 years, we've all grown together as students and young adults, and I'd like to reflect on the many lessons we've learned together. Teachers like Mr. Barreto and Mr. Shira have taught us important science principles and the inner workings of the literature we've read. Victories like winning the state track title or making it several games into football playoffs over the past 4 years have taught us to be determined to win, but to be humble when we do. Even events like the infamous locker room fire have taught us to be patient and adapt to new environments. Boonton High School has always been a place for us students to learn many different things, but not always things to be expected from a school. Some of us have learned to not make paper airplanes and throw them near an open window because they could end up on the roof of the building. Others have learned that the best way to conceal a broken expo marker from incoming administration is by dropping it out of the window. Some, like myself, have learned true heat playing music at graduations just like this one. Hopefully the heat isn't too bad this evening, band. I'll try to keep this short for you guys. Finally, others still have learned from Mr. Masters himself that you should always make sure the door to the office you're walking in has a working knob so you don't get locked inside. It would be impossible for me to say all of the things we've collectively learned throughout the years and all of the memories the remarkable class has made, but I would love to share a few of my favorites and some that our peers have. Many of my friends agree with me, saying one of our best classes ever was 8th period honors chemistry with Ms. Zobadala last year. Some students remember times outside of high school, like fond memories of being with friends at prom and venturing to Wildwood with them afterwards. Others remember most of all the people they've become friends with and spent their time with the most. We've grown together as classmates, and we've made countless memories with all of them. What I'm trying to say is that no matter who you are, you have learned something from these past 4 years through the memories you've made and experiences you've had. I think the most important thing I personally have learned in high school is best summarized by a quote from entrepreneur Brian Sealander. He says, "Don't ask why me, ask why not me." What this means is that we should look around for opportunities presented to us and take a risk by accepting them, because they could become activities or occupations that transform into what makes our lives fun and meaningful. When presented with an open dance floor at prom last year, Mr. Foreman asked, "Why not me?" and joined the mosh pit of juniors and seniors dancing and having fun. When given the opportunity to captain dances for GSA, students rose to the call by asking, "Why not me?" and created memorable routines that will last in our minds and hearts for years to come. One routine even included an accidental fall, which became an on-the-fly part of a complicated dance. When asked to fill in as an actor freshman year, I said, "Why not me?" and now the performing arts have become a major part of my life. Stepping in for the musical was one of the scariest things I've ever done, but it turned into a place where I made friends and experienced some of the best memories that I will take away from high school. I know from this experience that finding ways to ask why not me is extremely important, and you should do this as often as you can. It allowed me to find a passion that I would never have found otherwise. By taking risks and pushing ourselves outside of our comfort zones, we may be able to improve our lives for the better without even knowing it. Thanks to this positive mentality, all of us can venture into the world once we leave these halls and tackle the many opportunities that come our way. As my speech comes to a close and our time as high schoolers nears its end, I want to remind you all to take charge of your future. When you're presented with an opportunity or tough decision, ask yourself, "Why not me?" and find passions that make your life meaningful to you and those around you. We are the future of this world, And this graduating class has among it scientists, politicians, lawyers, entrepreneurs, businessmen, and most of all, friends. I'd love to leave you with one final quote said just moments ago by my good friend and peer, Andrew Portis. "You are the future, so make the most of it." Thank you for listening, for being my friends, and for making my high school a memorable one. Congratulations.
And now the moment everybody's been waiting for. Mr. Pursuto and the Boonton Board of Education, I certify that all students in the 2019 graduating class have met the graduation requirements set by the state of New Jersey and Boonton School District.
Melina Guzman. Leah Joanne Durkin. Kristen Gallo. Marisol Lopez. Ayesa Christina Dunca. Melissa Del Rosario Delgado. Sofia Mendoza. Lisbeth Diana Barjona Zelaya. Francisca Albornoz Montero. Isa Marie Reyes. Emma Rose Segerer. Gulsha Akyol. Brianna Michelle Finelli. Lillian Lynn. Julianne Rems Avina. Juliana Rose Shea. Kimberly Vanessa Matute. Austin Anderson. Michael Stephen Young. Dylan Wyatt Marshall. Rhiannon Kennedy. Natalie Elizabeth Byrne. Victoria Caroline Mirzwa. Layla Grace Hakuz. Ashley Jordan Stark. Miranda Fazliu. Jenna Miranda Beanie. Delina Cairns. Devin Morgan Camarada. Nicole Alexandra Crozier. Maliha Rahman. Stephanie Maria Stolars. Kaylee Brooke Kravis. Rafa Elias. Kayla Marie Salgado. Gabriel McQuilling. Sebastian Efren Bruno. Daniel Rittinger. John James Meehan. Gracie Faye Siula. Adelina Tika. Robert Peyton Kraus. Jasleen Kaur. Christina Maimon. Hunter Cole Segerer. Jeremiah Rodriguez. Sammy Uthman Jr. Alpin Caroli. Benjamin Arcelai. Eric Jesus Morales. Axel Joseph Roman. Katrina Nicole Seeberger. Jack Stanley. Brooke Rihanna Olson. Amanda Emily Roberts. Arita Gega. Frances Danielle Loxon. Sikander Baig. Bisma Tanvir. Nicholas Gabriel Ezzy. Kalel Cairo Manis. Nathan Michael Lindsay. Joseph Michael Canizero. Ziad Tamimi. Ahmad Arshad. Thomas McDonald Jr. Brian Clemente. Adis Saziman. Patrick Allen Nathan. Matthew Patrick O'Berty. Paul Anthony Greco. Nicholas Pasquale DeLuca. Layla Watson. Joanna Melanie Kondrasky. Jason Andrew Earl. Kiefer Baldeverona. Tristan Benson O'Neill Martinez. Frank Lefebvre. Michael El Khoury. Christopher Joseph Kataya. Andrew Portis. Nadeem Sahili. Osric Rowe. Raymond Cabrera. Saul Jr. Figueroa. Emily Baker. Kiara Mann. John Bunkowski. Almost there. Maha Khalid. Jasleen Jarena. Brittany Ann Rude. Marissa Lynn Runfeld. Brianna Corcoran. Sabrina Marcelino. Gia Grace McMahon. Jessica Nicole Walters. Olivia Jane Ox. Kelly Ann Mollahan. Justin Sonny Weeks. Emily Summer Cunningham. Huma Zeb. Charlotte Teresa Wagner. Nadine Catherine Smith. Bilal Farag. Brian Quintanar. Samir Ula. Justin Richard Waters. Mohammed Siddiqui. John Tyler Mutel. Anthony Martin Caballar III. Fahad Rashid. Michael Healy. Joshua Floyd. Sophie Grace Geslow. Devin Ann Gibbs. Catherine Elizabeth Cantor Owens. Christian Kingsley Bowens. Mark Botke. Ryan Delaporte. Brian Rosenberger. Erhan Sarki. Abdul Awan. Eugenio Barroso Jr. Jason Warsdorfer. Logan Donovan Kaiser. Joseph Fabrizio Pizarro. Moheb Ula. Jack David Betsy. Jacob Edward Hugmood. Salvatore Joseph Angelo Lombardo. Aaron Wind. Giovanni Paolo Fedati. Brent Latrell Capers Jr. Quadim Malcolm DeCosta. Deshaun Stover. Eric R. Botke. Jawad Shafiq. Guy Ecker Lima Souza. John Francis Rittenauer Jr. Farhan Malik. Nicholas Colombo. James Michael Jacobson. Michael Pillis. Raymond Ryerson III. Damon Brenley. Tanzil Koklar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2019.
do his clarinet in the band room.
That's true.
Well, Kim's got to go back in.
It has been a pleasure.
We'll be in the. We'll still pop up.
Meet you over there.
We'll pop at the occasional football game.
Yeah, we'll pop.